So you just started your business and you're using Shopify, right? But you really don't know how to set up shipping profiles, how this whole gamut of a shipping profile, shipping rates, should you charge for shipping? You just don't know. What is up, Define Squad? Welcome back. If you are not new here, it's your girl Alex at Define by Alex, y'all. We're defining our lives and building our dreams. So in today's video, I'm gonna walk you through how you can set up your brand new shipping rate, your shipping profile on Shopify, because it's gonna be important for you to just grasp the concept of shipping. You need to know how much it's gonna cost you, and ultimately, if you wanna offer something for the free, you guys, well, this video is gonna help you solve all of these questions. So after this video, I hope you guys walk away with a better understanding of how to set up a shipping profile in Shopify. Let's get started. So I just went ahead and just created a fake store just for this particular tutorial. I will be deleting this as soon as I'm done filming this part, y'all, but just so you guys can see it, you know, through and through. As a beginner, what to look out for, where to go, how to navigate right here. Then I wanted you to see it all from scratch, basically. So after you create your store, you put in your name, you do all of that, you know, admin stuff. This is what you should see if you haven't added a product, if you haven't customized a theme, added pages, you know, all of that good stuff. This is what you will be seeing. You can also, you know, go ahead and select the plan here. So in this tutorial, you guys might see like pop-ups, but for the most part, this is how it always is gonna look, okay? So let's go ahead and jump right into shipping and how to set that up for your store, you know, so that way you can understand it and it could just be easier for you in the long run. So I'm going to go to settings here at the bottom left. And so this gives us a plethora of menu options, settings options. You know, this is where you really can customize your store the way that you want it. So I'm going to go ahead to the fourth option down on the left, shipping and delivery. And now we're going to get started, okay? So this is what you're going to see when it comes to getting started with creating your own shipping profile for your products, for your store, and all that good stuff. So I'm just going to take it pretty much one box at a time. So for this first box here, this is going to be your general shipping, your default shipping that Shopify already has set up. Now, this might be an area where you question how much should you charge for your products. Now, that's something, you know, I will hope that you guys can already know in the beginning, but it's okay if you don't, because getting your shipping rates calculated can help you with how much you should charge for shipping if you think you should charge it, okay? So pretty much in this first box here, it's gonna just go over all of your products and the rates for where you are in the world and where you wanna ship them, okay? So I'm gonna go ahead and go to manage rates so we can see it in a more detailed view. So I literally just added this as a product, so that's why you guys see this. However, if you don't have a product added, then you won't see anything up here in this products section. In this middle section here, if you wanted to manage your address on where the rate should be applied to, you can do that right here. But for this sake, I'm not going to touch it, so I'm going to leave it the same. And so down here, this is where it gets into, you know, really understanding how to set up a shipping profile from scratch and the things you need to know. So as you guys can see here, it's reading domestic, which is for the United States. And then at the bottom here are all of the rates and the conditions. What this means is that based on what type of shipping rate you want to choose for your business, then you have to go in here and adjust these accordingly. But there is some redundancy here. So we have the same rate type economy right here. We don't need all of these. And so what I'm getting to is that you're not going to need all these rates if you just need one, right? And so I'm going to go ahead and start editing this first one, so you guys can see what you have to do and if you want to charge shipping and things like that. So I'm going to go ahead and click the three dots over here to the right for the first row here where it says for $50 and up, customers get free shipping. So this is what that means, okay? Up to 5 to 8 days for the actual shipping speed, okay? So as far as understanding what everything means, the condition means that customers have to purchase something and their total has to be equal to $50 or up. for them to receive free shipping. And if it's below that, then they have to pay whatever the shipping price is. So I'm going to go ahead and go into this rate and I'm going to edit it. Now, this is where you have to decide what shipping speed you, yourself, and your business, can handle. Typically, I would say stay in the economy range because that's pretty standard, okay? Now, unless you have a business where you can crank out products, you may be able to offer 1 to 2 business days. But realistically, I would say go in between standard and economy just to save yourself the hassle in the long run and to also feel like you're not rushing yourself when it comes to fulfilling your orders. Okay, so I'm going to just keep it at economy. I have economy for my own store as well. I think it's pretty dope, so I don't really, I didn't mess with it. Right here for price, when the price is 0, the system will automatically deem it free. But let's just say I want to go ahead and type in $5. Then that free button goes away. Okay. So this is where if you want to set it for a price, if you want them to pay $50 and then still charge them, you can. I mean, this is all up to you guys here, what numbers you want to put in, for your metrics. All right. And so moving down to the conditions. So these right here are what's considered conditions. You can remove them if you want and just offer free shipping because that's totally okay. But in case you wanted to have a condition to where when somebody orders something for you, they have to meet this criteria in order to get free shipping, then you probably want to make sure the conditions are here. So, okay, example. So this radio button is selected based on order price. So basically for my total order, for my customers, if I want them to spend $50 with me in order to get free shipping, that's all I have to do there. You can set a maximum price if you like, but if there's no limit, then the system is going to say $50 and up as far as for this customer to receive free shipping for this particular profile. If you wanted to use a condition where it's, requiring the weight, then you want to go ahead and set that up as well. So this is all using your discretion. If you want to deem it a condition off of weight, if you want to deem it a condition off of the price, this is where you set this up. And lastly, if you wanted to remove the conditions, then again, that's what this little link is for you as well. Okay. So because I really didn't make any drastic changes to this actual shipping rate, I'm going to select cancel and just leave it where it was when I clicked it. All right. Now, because I only have ideally my profiles are the same, I offer domestic shipping, so I do not ship internationally. So I'm not going to worry about that, but I am going to show you for those of you who are planning on shipping internationally, this is what you can do. So right here, when it comes to shipping to, it's just going to be domestic. And then if you wanted to just edit that zone, you can call it something. But then at the bottom here, you guys, you can also just select where else your products are going to be shipped to. And as you can see here, Shopify lets you know that your customer won't see your zone name or anything. So you can name it anything you want. But let's just say I wanted to ship to, Europe. Okay. And I select done. Well, now what happens is I go from just the domestic saying United States, or just my shipping zone saying United States, to United States and then pretty much all of Europe. Okay. So I don't want that. And so I'm going to go ahead and edit that back, and I'm going to unselect Europe. Cool. Or press cancel. I'm sorry. Let me just discard. Perfect. Okay. So it just goes back. But essentially, this is how you would edit your shipping zone. If you wanted to create a shipping zone, you could just start from scratch by selecting create shipping zone. You can, call it a zone name. I would say goal zone, whatever. And then you can start typing in United States. That's just defaulted from my Google Chrome. Or you can do, Europe. You can type it in here as well if you want to. And then you could just also select from the list. Okay. So that's how you would create your own shipping zone. If you are just shipping domestically, you don't have to touch anything. You can just keep it here. You can, have it say domestic if you like, if that's cool with you. And then you can go ahead and work on your shipping rates. So that way everything is set up on the back end so that when customers shop with you, the shipping rates are already being calculated. It's less work for you because you already got it done and everything is automatic. Okay. So again, if you're going to use all of these rates, you can keep them there. But if you're only using one, I would highly suggest you just delete them. Like, I don't need all these. So I know for me, one shipping rate is enough because I don't want to confuse myself. I'm going to save that. And then let's just say, just for fun, I am going to not require a minimum price. Matter of fact, I'm going to remove conditions altogether. So if you also want to just offer free shipping, you should just do what I just did. So that way the customer is just going to know it takes 5 to 8 business days. There's no wait conditions. There's no price conditions. Everything is just free. And I'm going to hit save. Okay. So down here is another section where you can create your own shipping zone. Just like I showed y'all before, it's just if you want to add something different to offer shipping in other parts of the world, this is where you go to do that. And if you want to add a rate, you can set up your own rates. Okay. And it already has like the economy shipping speed, 5 to 8 business days defaulted for you at a free price. You can add your conditions like I showed you guys a second ago, remove them. And then if you wanted to like use the actual carrier rates, just because Shopify does a great job with helping business owners like adjust their rates and know what they're using for as their packages. So let's just say if I knew I was using all packaging from the post office, then I'll go ahead and select the post office. And then that way, if I did like first class, things like that, I can go ahead and select that as well. If I wanted to do future services or a handling fee, these are like the nitty gritty details that you guys can, check out for your business. But just for like a simple, really not that intuitive explanation, you don't really have to set up your own rates because the default rate, it comes already here for you. And all you have to do is just edit it. You can change the shipping speed if you want or keep it the same. And then you can adjust the price if you want to charge free shipping to your customers, okay? So I hope that helps understand creating a shipping profile. And you can also create a shipping profile without having a product, okay? So you don't have to have a product in mind. If you want to just go ahead and do all like the back end work before you add a single product, you do that, okay? If that's going to be easier for you, you go right ahead. So I'm going to go ahead and go back and I'm going to explain the rest of these sections here. So the second box. So if you are a company, brand that's going to offer local delivery, so this is where you would go. Right now, as you can see, my test business doesn't offer delivery. So that's why you guys see this gray button here. But if there is an instance where you and your business, you don't mind offering local delivery, what you do is you go ahead and click on that, that business or that location, and then you click the box here, and then you just fill out this information like so, like that. I don't offer delivery for my business, you guys, so I really haven't dabbled in this part, but it seems very self-explanatory just from looking at it, and you just set it up like that. Save your changes, and you just keep it moving. So I'm going to go ahead and go back. The same thing applies for local pickup. So for the third box, for local pickup, if I wanted to click manage, and I want to say, this business offers local pickup, well, I select that box. And then again, you fill in the boxes that they have for you that's required or whatever. So that way your customers are notified with their orders of how to handle, local pickups for your business. So I'm just going to pretty much undo all that because I don't use these, y'all, but I wanted to show you guys. So for those of you who are interested in these 2 points I just made, then you might want to really check that out for yourself and your business. All right, so moving on, when it comes to your packages, looks like we have a default package size. And so if I went ahead and clicked edit, I can adjust like my length if I wanted to, or whatever, by the arrows, or I can also change it there, change this to a 5, change this to a 5. You know, you guys get my gist, right? So you can also edit these default metrics here, and you can, you can change the name if you know that your packaging box is, very unique. You want it very customized. You do it the way that you want to run your business, of course, but this is where you can do it and take care of all of that and naming it the way that you want for your business. And then if you want to go ahead and add a weight for like your empty boxes, you can do that right here. I'm not going to do that today, but just wanted to show you guys what it actually entails. And then if I wanted to add a package, I can do that as well. So going to custom packages, if I have a box, an envelope, or soft package, or a satchel, I can select, the options here. I can put in my size and my weight for this custom packaging, and I can also name it. And then most importantly, I can set this as my default package so that the system knows that this is the package that's going to be, included with the product, and everything is all calculated and stuff like that. Okay. And then moving over to the carrier packaging, if you wanted to see what it would be for USPS and for UPS, you can go ahead and, click the down arrow, and they also give you a lot of options for their types of, particular packaging. If you are a business that's not going to really have your own, this is going to be great for you because they have it all laid out for you. Okay. And then you can also set it up as a default package as well. So that is going to be easy peasy. And then there's UPS options right here. And yeah, that is it for the package part. Went ahead and click cancel. So moving on here. So if you want to, check out labels and discounts, Shopify has a good way for you to know what discount you're going to be getting or up to, how much off you're going to receive for shipping and packages and things like that. And then moving now to your label format. So this is going to be where you can test out your thermal label printers or your label printers that you have. If you're using a desktop printer, you can do that too. So just to make sure that things are working, appropriately when it comes to setting up the devices and getting all those formalities in check, just make sure you do some test labels, y'all, so that way you don't have to worry about just little things that can slow you down. Okay, so make sure that you do a test print of your shop label with your label printer, so that way you know that everything is working correctly. Same thing for printers, okay? Because sometimes desktop printers, they act up as well. So if you want to just make sure that you are printing everything the right way, everything looks good, there's no issues, I highly suggest that you use this test label feature, so that way everything is easier for you. And then moving on down again, if you wanted to make like your own like packaging slip template, you can do that here. Here's the thing. Now Shopify is known for like codes and stuff. I am not a JavaScript person, so I would need help with this, but you can always like contact like Shopify support and things like that. So we're just not really going to talk about this right now because as y'all can see, this is a lot of code work that I just off the top of my head, I don't know any of this stuff. So, but if you're someone who wants to dabble into all of that, then my friend, you go right ahead. Maybe you can teach me some stuff, okay? So for the most part, you guys, this sums up a lot of the shipping. If you want to go ahead and look into third-party carrier accounts, you sure can upgrade your plan to find out more about that. And then if you wanted to add a custom email for order fulfillment, you can do that here. So, but most really what it is, you guys, just to sum it all up, the shipping and delivery is going to be where you need to really focus on if you want to make sure your shipping and your prices for your shipping and your cost of how everything is going to come out when it's time to start your business is going to be applied. Make sure you take your time. Make sure you read things. Shopify has great links for you, so you click something and it takes you to an article. Okay, so just be sure that you know how much you're going to charge, if you're going to charge anything. And so as I showed you guys from this part of the video, feel free to rewind it so that when you know where to go when it comes to setting up your rates if you want to offer local delivery, local pickup, you know, your packaging type, if you want to add a specific package type, your things like that, your labels, and that's it, y'all. So this pretty much sums up the part of the video where I explain how to create a shipping profile as a beginner. If you want to offer free shipping, you can do that, or if you want to offer it based off some conditions, then you can do that all right here. All right, y'all, so that is it for today's video on how you can set up your shipping profile using Shopify. Make sure you just explore some articles if you need to find out more information, but ultimately what I just showed you guys today is exactly how you set it up. So I hope this video helps you guys. As a reminder, don't forget to drink your water, mind your business, and always choose yourself first, and I'll be back on my next video. Bye, y'all.